Hey there, Alan Matthews here. In this video, we're going to be talking about a way to learn everything that you learn much quicker and much more easily and retain it much at a deeper level and retain it for longer. If you get a chance, go over to classicalguitarshed.com. You'll find all kind of articles and tutorials and lessons on all things classical guitar technique, phrasing, playing beautifully, practice habits, ways to make time for your practice. There's a wealth of information over there. There's both free and paid information, and there's tons of each. So go over there at your leisure, classicalguitarshed.com. You may have heard that the best way to learn something deeply is to teach it. I really agree with this. I'm a teacher. For my work, for the past 2 decades, this is what I've been doing. I'm teaching solidly for about 15 years at this point when I'm recording this. I know that by teaching the basics, I so understand the basics more. From everything that I teach, I then understand more because I have to actually articulate it. My brain has to structure it and organize it in such a way to actually relay that information. And so when you are learning something new, if you go into it with the intention of teaching it, even if you're not going to teach it, but if you want to memorize the information and your goal is to teach it, or you tell your brain that your goal is to teach it, you will categorize that differently in your brain. It will go in differently. So if I just am giving you this information and you have no immediate use for it, and it's like, yeah, that might be handy someday, you probably won't retain it very well. Although, if you say, you know what, I am going to retain this and I'm going to actually share this in front of a group later, and even if you actually aren't, then you will learn it more. It will go in deeper. It becomes more important to you. One of the ways that we memorize things is we say that they're important. In the exact same way, if you want to learn your pieces, your classical guitar pieces faster, then one of the best things you could do is to go into it with the intention of memorizing it. And I suggest memorizing all the music that you learn. Why not? It's just a great exercise in memory. And it teaches you new skills of how to memorize. One of the best ways to memorize is to say, I want to memorize this. This is step number 1. When you intend to memorize a piece of music, even if you don't, but if you just say, I want to memorize this, then you will place importance on the notes and you will actually memorize it more easily and better. I'm sure there's tons of science on this. My evidence is completely anecdotal, but it's legion. So if you want to learn things quicker, retain it longer, learn pieces faster, then have the intention of memorizing them, even if it's really not your intention to memorize it, and you're always going to play with the music. But just basically pretend like you're going to memorize it and tell yourself that you will memorize it. Want to go even further? Tell yourself you're going to actually teach it. You could even actually teach it to yourself later. Sit yourself down and say, okay, tell myself, how do I do this? And talk it out. Talk it out loud. I've got to do it this way. So a couple of ways to make things so much easier in your practice. Have fun with that. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, would you like to play more cleanly with more speed and precision, with more beautiful phrasing, and know that you're actually coming forward and progressing in a logical way on your guitar? Well, if so, you might want to check out the Woodshed. The Woodshed is a full practice solution. You'll find a massive library of play-along practice videos. You get a clear step-by-step progression. There's a massive practice library there with videos that you actually play along with. So practice along videos, training your different areas of your technique so that you know that that's solid. You get all the courses on Classical Guitar Shed, free webcam check-ins and video reviews so that you always know that you're on track with personalized one-on-one feedback. And most of all, you get the peace of mind knowing that you are on a specific track that leads from here to there. If this sounds interesting to you, then you can find more information following the link in the description, or you can go to classicalguitarshed.com, click on the membership button right in the center of the menu, and you'll learn all about it. Take care.